The Black Panther movie is a piece of shit. I haven't actually seen it, but we now apparently live in a world where the quality of a movie is determined before it's even released, solely on the basis of how woke it is. So it doesn't even matter whether I've seen it or not.
If you give Black Panther a bad review, you're racist! I don't care! I don't care! I don't care!
The very fact that you're ordering me to like it or be called racist, the very fact that you're so fragile, you're talking about censoring bad movie reviews as hate speech to artificially keep the ranking high, means I'm gonna say it's a piece of shit. You know why? Because I don't like being told what to think. So it's a piece of shit.
You white people, stay the fuck out of our way on Feb 16th.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if all white people boycotted Black Panther on its release date, given that they make up about 62% of the US population, Black Panther would be a total flop. For which you probably blame white people.
So I carefully did not buy Black Panther tickets for the opening weekend because I did not want to be the white person sucking black joy out of the theatre. What's the appropriate date for me to buy tickets? Is next weekend okay?
It's never okay, bigot. By buying a ticket, you could be taking up a seat that would otherwise have been taken by a black person. Why are you disenfranchising African Americans? So if you go and see the Black Panther movie as a white person, that's bad. And if you don't go and see it because maybe like me, you're not into movies about comic book heroes, that's bad too because it means you're racist.
Black Panther's Wakanda gets everything right about Africa that Trump got so wrong.
Yeah, let me explain something. Africa is a real continent with real countries. Wakanda doesn't exist. But wait, let's say it did exist. Wakanda is actually almost identical to the very stereotype of what you say Trump is trying to create in America. Wakanda is homogenous. Wakanda is isolationist. Wakanda is willing to exploit its natural resources. Wakanda is protected by walls. Wakanda doesn't allow immigration. Wakanda is based around national self-interest. That's literally everything you say Trump is bad for doing, but when fictional black people are doing it, suddenly it's amazing. BuzzFeed.
Finally seeing black people ruling their black country on their black continent, minding their black business, thriving with their black dollars and black resources.
Right, so now you're in favour of an ethno-state. I mean, gee, all you need to do is replace one word, and BuzzFeed and the alt-right would be on the exact same fucking page. So Black Lives Matter are portrayed as the villains. The hero is a nationalist. The hero is basically Black Trump. Why is Hollywood pandering to racist Trump supporters? But seriously, it sounds like a lot of social justice warriors are going to be very disappointed with this movie.
More than a movie, Black Panther is a movement. Black people have been striving to remind the world for years that Africa is a continent, not a country. A continent made up of nations rich with histories and achievements in fields from the arts to mathematics. But such representation has seldom been portrayed by Hollywood. Then along came Black Panther, which opens in theatres across the country on Friday.
Okay, this is Wakanda. And this is Africa. Africa is portrayed as a shithole because it's a shithole. It's not a high-tech Hollywood CGI futurescape. Africa has fundamental problems. Poverty, disease, starvation, poor infrastructure, rampant political corruption. 6 million slaves who were enslaved by other Africans. None of these problems are going to be fixed by the portrayal of a place that doesn't exist in a movie. That's like saying the movie Wall-E was going to fix the Earth's environmental problems. It's that fucking dumb. Also, why are all these leftists white-splaining to black people, telling them that the Black Panther movie is some kind of Emancipation Proclamation 2.0. I mean, talk about bigotry of low expectations. You think an entire ethnic group is so fragile it needs a comic book character for self-validation? Sounds pretty racist to me. If this movie is so empowering and such a force of nature, why can't you tolerate criticism of it? I mean, when dictators get 98% of the vote in sham elections, it's not normally because 98% of the population really likes them. It's normally because there are consequences for not voting for a dictator. One reviewer gave Black Panther 3 out of 5. Pretty good review, right? No, not good enough. He was immediately threatened with physical violence. This is less like a movie and more like a cult. It's like the Church of Scientology. No criticism allowed. Oh, and isn't it funny how a real black hero is being completely overshadowed by a comic book character? Both are starring in movies, but Anthony Sadler helped stop a terrorist attack. He subdued a terrorist. He saved countless lives. He's a real hero. This guy put on a leotard and pretended to be the king of a fictional country. And which black hero does the entertainment industry worship and exalt? Leotard guy. The dude who looks like Catwoman got a sex change. That's your hero. Could it be anything to do with the fact that Sadler's movie is directed by an evil conservative? And despite being panned by the critics, Clint Eastwood's film, featuring a real black hero, did well at the box office. What's all this crap about first black superhero?
I mean, there's been tons of black superheroes. Storm, War Machine, Luke Cage over there on Netflix, Nick Fury, Cyborg over in the fucking DC universe, that fucking stupid flying guy with the fake wings. I don't remember what his name is. Who cares? But there's lots of black characters. Tons of them. Tons of black superhero characters. And then they say, oh, well, he's not the first black superhero, but he's the first black superhero to ever have his own movie. That's not true either. There was the entire Blade trilogy. There was fucking Spawn. There was Steel. Terrible movie, but still a black superhero movie. Meteor Man, Blank Man, Hancock with Will Smith. You could even make a case for Men in Black, also with Will Smith.
But given its hype about being a watershed cultural moment for social justice, why are there no gay people in the Black Panther movie? Not so woke after all. I don't see many disabled, autistic, Muslim, furry dwarves in there either. Bigots! So the media's all like, conservatives are angry at the Black Panther movie. They're so triggered. I'm not angry at the movie. I'm unimpressed by your transparent effort to exploit the movie for racist, divisive social engineering by relentlessly shoving it down everyone's throats, telling us what we can and can't think, lecturing us on how we should behave because of our skin colour. No, fuck you. Not liking a crappy feminist Ghostbusters remake doesn't make me a sexist. Not genuflecting in front of Black Panther as the greatest movie of all time doesn't make me a racist. So if you're looking forward to seeing Black Panther, then good, I hope you enjoy it. But how did we get to the point where everything is so hyper-partisan, everything is so divisive, that a comic book movie becomes a huge wedge issue? Don't we have enough to bicker about and hate each other for already? Stop policing people's thoughts down to a level where they're racist if they don't like a movie. That's stupid. If I want to call this movie a piece of shit, then I will. This movie is a piece of shit.